thick, heavy book, we're gonna go ahead and put that on the ground. We're just gonna stand with our feet outside of that, hands on our thighs. We're gonna roll through a couple cat turkeys. So you are welcome to make your meow and your at home. Just rounding and extending, getting that whole spine moving, and then go into that extension, that turkey, and then lift up. Big deep breath in, exhale, bring it down. We're gonna roll those shoulders. You can walk your feet in, so you're just kind of squeezing that book very gently between your feet. Not a big deal, but a little bit of awareness that should help lift your quads a bit. And then take that to one arm with one elbow, and then make it a little bigger, get a little more dramatic, like you're doing a backstroke here. Get some more body movement into it, bigger moves. And then we're gonna go both arms, we're gonna round, we're gonna come up, we're gonna squeeze those elbows, shoulder blades together, elbows trying to touch each other. Doesn't matter if those ribs pop up at this point. And then exhale, bend those knees again, bring your hands together, but this time not the normal way, right? So go to the other pinky first, round, drop your head, inhale, lift it up, squeeze, really squeeze that open, bring it down, round, normal grip this time, round, bring it up, squeeze back again. Last time, obscure grip or awkward grip, round, bring it up and relax that all out. Shake it out. And let's stand up on the book with our right foot. We're going to bring that left leg behind us. But I want you to tighten the quad here. So you're not with a bent knee. You have a straight leg. Then you're going to bend into that right leg and you're going to reach back with those left toes, just the big toe on the ground, and then slide it forward. So we're going to reach and slide. Option to straighten out your arms behind you, palms facing me. So you're kind of doing a little bit of a tricep press. Just two more like this. Beautiful. Then we're going to step off the side and back up again. Off the side, back up again. Just get a little bit of a warm up here. Beautiful. Come up on that book, leave that right leg there, left leg out to the side, and we're going to come up with the knee and out and up and out and up. And again, kind of going at a quicker pace this time. Beautiful. Now we're going to slow it down. We're going to step out with that left leg, but all your weight is on your right leg. So just those toes tap, glide it in, reach and glide, reach and glide. Option, this time arms out. Beautiful. We're going to come off that book. We're going to do those three things on the opposite side. So left leg up on your book. Lift the quad of your right leg. Abs in, reach back and slide in. Reach back and slide in. And again, tricep press if you want. This time I turned my pinkies to the sky just for a little variation here. Two more. Beautiful. We'll step off to the side. We're going to step up and down, up and down. Pick up that pace a little. Beautiful. Then we're going to leave that foot up there, and we're going to do a little couple quick little taps here. Nice. And then we're going to reach. All the weight stays on that left leg, so right toe only, and bring it in. Reach and in. Reach and in. And relax, we're coming off that book. This time, right foot on the book, left toes in front, slide them forward and come up. Slide them forward and come up. Bicep curl with this. Very nice. And come off that hook. Left leg on top, right toes in front. We bend and reach there with that little bicep curl. Very nice. We're coming off that hook, right foot on top. Okay, changing things up a little bit. First, we're going to do speed, then we're going to do slow motion. So we're going to step back. We're going to come up, 4, 3, 2, to the side, 4, 3, 2, to the front, 2, 1, to the side, to back, 4, 3, 2, last one to the side, 4, to the front, 4, and relax. We get to do that on the other side. So left foot on and to the back, reach, little quick movement, 2 more, to the side, to the front, to the side, to the back, to the side, to the front, and to the side for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we do the slow motion. So right leg up, left leg in back. Reach back, hold that balance, and squeeze up and in. So really work that leg. Reach back and squeeze. Option, tricep, side, or more challenge would be legs up, our arms up overhead in extension. Just 2 more. Nice. Same thing to the side. We reach and lift. We reach and lift. Good. Again, arm movement if you want, whatever you want. Very nice. And then to the front. We're going to reach and lift, reach and lift, reach and lift. That right glute by this time and quad should be feeling this. So we're going to come off. We're going to bring that right leg up and over, and we're going to pedal our arms over to the left, hips to the right, reach, 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 and then back up. And we'll do that on the other side. So left leg on top, right leg nice and straight. We're going to stretch back and up. So we can press the triceps. We can reach to the side, or for more challenge, both arms up overhead, or some variation. Even alternate. Last one. And then we're doing that to the side. So we reach and come up. Again, something with the arms if you want. Last 2. Very nice. And then leg in front. We sit into it and come up and out. And come on off, left leg over right, arms up and over, hips to the left. Very nice. Okay. Let's head on down to the ground. Go ahead and have your book with you. And we're just going to bring that book behind our hamstrings for now. And we're just gonna roll down nice and easy, a vertebra at a time, and then shift that book so it's on your shins and press down to give yourself a nice deep low back stretch. Maybe even let those legs rock a little bit side to side. And then we're going to bring that book into our palms. I'm going to stretch arms overhead and legs out the other way. Long stretch. A little bit of extra stretch for the chest because those hands have that book pressing them down. Maybe that helps a little bit. And then we're going to bring those knees into bent knee position. Bring that book right above us with the hands flexed. Deep breath in. Exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, reach the arms overhead for ab prep. Deep breath in, come down, exhale. Inhale to prepare. We exhale, lift. We inhale, reach and hold. We exhale, come back down. So you exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Option, exhale, lift. If your neck is bothering you, give support with the book. And you can either keep it there, and if you do so, make sure your elbows stay nice and wide, or on that extension, you could do the extension, but then support your head again. So you have about 4 more of whichever version you want to do, please. And then we'll be adding the legs to turn this into double leg stretch. So we start with those legs in tabletop, book right above us, deep breath in, exhale, we lift. On the inhale, we extend, and we're going to stay lifted and tap the book to the knees. So we reach and tap. We reach and tap. Extend, abs flat, and tap. You could add on by bringing that book between your thighs and then grabbing it with your hands, or you could leave it between your thighs the whole time, between your knees and shins, more likely than right, if it doesn't fall, so that you have that extra resistance. Either above or below the waist, your choice, or alternating. 2 more. And then wherever you've chosen to be, let's extend and hold. And then once again, we'll hug those knees in. We're going to put the feet on the ground. We're going to put that book and lean it up against that left thigh. And your hands are on one side of the book, the thigh is on the other. We'll lift that leg into tabletop, and we're just going to press. So I'm using my triceps to push the leg away, but I'm going to use my hip flexors to push the leg in. But then I'm going to do both at the same time, so I have equal pressure. And then option to extend that right leg, option to lift your head as you press, hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to come down and move the book to the right leg. Same thing, hands are against the thigh, or the book, which is against the thigh. And then we find that right leg in tabletop, and we're pressing. Equally with our hands and equally with our hip flexor, we extend that left leg, option to lift if you want. And then we switch and press, and switch and press. Head, neck, and shoulders don't have to be lifted, but you are creating that isometric contraction by pressing against those thighs. Just a few more. And then relax. We're going to take that book lengthwise. We're going to put it on our ribs, and hopefully it'll also be down on those abs somewhere. So it's giving us some feedback. Deep breath in. On the exhale, sink down so that book is compressing your abs and that low back is nice and flat. We're going to stack those legs, tabletop position. Deep breath in, exhale again, sink those belly and those ribs, and then on the inhale, toe touches. You can have both legs. You have option to have a single leg or a single leg flexed. You choose double or single. A little more challenge is to open those knees a little bit, heels push together, but we keep this nice and flat. You have 2 more of those. All right, then you're going to meet me with that book on your shins, and this is just a little bit of weight and awareness. Head, neck, and shoulders float off the ground, and we pump on that 100. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Halfway there. And relax. Let those legs go down, reach those arms overhead for a moment. Nice little stretch here. Beautiful. And we're going back to that double leg stretch, but we're going to add the weight of the book, right? So originally we had it here to remind us to keep those ribs in. So put it there and remind yourself. But then as you're ready, it comes up in between the knees and the shins, arms out, abs flat. Inhale, move those legs away, squeeze that book. Exhale, bring it up with control. Now, if that weight is too much and it's either pulling on your low back or doing something uncomfortable on your knees, you are welcome to bring that book back to set on your torso. And bring that up. We're going to bring that book underneath our head for a second. Just a gentle rest here, chin nods, yes. Let your left leg drop in, your right leg drop open, because you might have felt that a little bit in your hip flexors, maybe more than what we would prefer. And then we're going to come back through center, drop that right leg in, let that left leg open. And then we're going to add that book for a little extra love, only if it feels okay with you. So we come back to center, we're going to drop that left knee in. First, I'm going to put the book on the inside of the right leg and just let the weight of the book give me a deeper stretch on that right leg. Inner thigh, lift it up, come back through center, drop the knees the other way. Book goes on the inside of that left leg. So again, inner thigh, love here. And then the last time we come back through center on this side, drop the left knee in and put the book on the outside of that left thigh. You may have to kind of put your fingers there to keep it in place, and that should deepen the stretch on that hip flexor. And then we'll do that on the right side. So drop the right knee in, book on top there. That should feel pretty good. That gives me a stretch all the way down from the outer hip to where my IT band connects in the knee or beside the knee. All right, and then bring that back up. Okay, next one, we're going to put that book back between those knees and shins, so it's below your knees. And then arms into a T. We're going to keep those legs stacked, and we're going to go side to side. Only as far as you feel like you can go without falling to the side. That extra weight of the book should make this more challenging. Make sure your feet don't start dangling near your booty. Legs stay in tabletop. And you can start challenging yourself if there's no chaos occurring. And then we come back through center. Oh, that should have felt pretty challenging. All right, look straight up in the air again, deep breath in, up overhead, last little stretch here for now. And then we're going to hug everything together. And the book goes across your ankles. Bring your forehead towards your knees, pull your elbows apart. We're going to roll like a ball. The weight of that book might make it a little easier to roll up than usual. And then once you come up, we're going to sit on that book. So you're going to sit right up on the book. Pull your glutes out from under you so you can sit really tall on those sit bones. Pull your legs apart, and let's start with bent knees. Extend through that spine so you're lifted up from your pelvis to the crown of your head. And you're going to hinge forward. Nice, long, flat back. Make sure you don't slump. Maybe even put your hands down and remind yourself to grow tall through the spine and then hinge a little deeper. And then you can start to play with maybe starting to straighten your legs out a little bit, but making sure that you stay tall. You could even start to scoot toward the front of your book, so you get a little tip, right? So the back of the book might lift up. And we're in spine stretch. And then we'll just come off that book and grab it. We're going to bring that book between our knees, and this is just going to be some awareness as we do our roll downs. Find a place, you may have to put it between your shins, that maybe that holds a little better. Hands in front of you, shoulders back and down. Exhale to hinge back, inhale at the back, and then exhale up, inhale at the top. Exhale to move, inhale to pause, exhale up, inhale at the top, exhale to move, inhale at the back. So I'm hoping that with this book here, some of you aren't having what sometimes happens as you come up those knees gap, but we're holding that book there, makes it impossible to do that, or maybe not impossible, but your book will drop it. Just a couple more here. And you are always welcome to create a bigger range of motion with your arms to create more challenge. It might be a T or a V. It could even be, once you're back there, up overhead into an I. So you choose one of those. And then come on back up for a moment. And we're going to continue our roll downs, but we're going to do some rotation with them. So this first one, once again, we're going to square that book in between the legs so that we're not pistoning at the legs. Arms in front of us, we're not going to hinge as far back. We're just going to rotate. And again, because I'm holding that book, I'm going to be able to rotate at the waist without my hips moving. And then take a quick break and grab your book. All right, so this time you're not going to have the book between the knees, so you're going to have to be honest with yourself and keep those knees together, and we're going to hinge again, and we're going to rotate again. But again, we have this book here, so that's reminding us to keep the knees together. You could have an option to open the book to one side for a little more range of motion, and then to the other. So alternating hands, only if you want, definitely adds a little element. You're going to do 4 more, so each side counts as 1, and then 2. And once you have finished that 4th one, meet me on your side, please. Look out in front of you where it's handy. And you're going to stack everything, knees, ankles, and hips. And then as always, in a sideline position, we want to create that little mouse house so we have space there. And then we're going to take that book on the top leg. You could put it on your thigh, you could put it on your calf, or I like to kind of put it not on the knee, but diagonal, so it's kind of hitting both. And we're going to lift with a regular leg, right? So my ankle and my knee are coming up in a straight line. Waistline still lifted. Good. Now we're going to bring those heels together and pivot open in a clam. And then lastly, knees will stay down, heels up, and we pivot open in a clam in the air. And relax. That should feel relieving to stop. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So come on over, square up hips and knees, ankles, all nice 90-degree angles. Create that little mouse house under your waistline, and then that book goes on that top leg. You're just holding it down with your hand, and we start with that simple lift. Ankle and knee come up at the same time. And then feet together, knees open in a clam. And then we're going to keep the knees low, heels go up in the air, and we pivot open from here. and relax. Take the book off, feel free to give that hip a little bit of love. We're going to roll over onto our abs now. We're going to bring that book with us and set it back on our sacrum with our palms underneath it. All right, all 10 toes on the ground, toenails face down, feet can be together or hip distance apart. First thing I want you to do is lift the shoulder blades up and off, and so the shoulders come off the ground. Let them drop, lift them up, let them drop, lift them up. One more time, drop, lift. Find those muscles that need to work to keep the shoulders lifted. Straighten out the arms, slide them down your legs, and then lift with those same muscles again. One more time, lift and rotate those shoulder blades together, and then lastly, belly button in. We lift that upper body and extend and reach head in line with your spine and bring it down. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders squeeze up first, then we reach, lift and hold on the inhale at the top. Knees lift, but toes press down. Exhale down, deep breath in. Squeeze the shoulder blades, reach the arms, lift the belly button, lift the knees, press the toes down, back of the neck is long, and down again. Deep breath in, squeeze, lift, reach, and down. Two more like that. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, lift, reach, and down. Last time, deep breath in, exhale, squeeze, lift, reach, hold here. Give me a little lift, little lift. Arms are lifting, 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 and now keep the arms lift a little higher with the back and relax. You can leave that both down on your hamstrings so that as you press back, you get a little extra space, resting back in chill stretch. And then as we come forward, we're going to try this. It depends on how slippery your clothing and your book are. You're going to try and take that book and bring it between your right hamstring and your right calf. So your hamstring has to be very active. Find your cat and then your turkey in your body, and then neutral spine, so abs in. Walk that left hand a little bit ahead, and then maybe come up on your fingertips, and then that right leg is going to lift up and stay right where it is, or not stay right where it is, but hold the book right where it is, and press up. Head in line, abs in. And relax. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. So you're going to do your best to secure that book. Heel comes really close to your hips. Walk those right fingers ahead. See if you can come up on spider fingers. Lift that left leg and we push up. Head in line, abs in. And relax. We're going to put that book where our toes would normally go for forward planks. Go ahead and put your toes up there. Slide down onto your forearms, hands apart, and then as you're ready, press up into your plank. Back of the neck is long. Let's drop the shoulders and round them. Drop them and round them. So even though your hips might move a little bit up and down, make sure that movement is being created at the shoulders. And we relax. Come on down, do a little windshield wiper and pivot over on one side. And that book is right where we need it for side planks, elevated side planks. So as you are ready, come up with your feet on that book, side plank position. Really be aware that that means you have to lift that bottom hip a little bit higher. Shoulder and ear far apart. And gently down. You're going to shift that book to the other end of your mat, please. Always welcome to give yourself a little extra cushioning under your elbow. And then as you're ready, your feet are up on that book. Lift up in your side plank and you give it that little extra lift. And relax down And as you do so, roll over onto your spine. And let's grab that book again, please. All right, just a little bit of thoracic opening here. We're going to put the book in the right hand. We're going to open those arms to the right. And then we're going to lift the knees in tabletop, let them come over to the right, and then follow up. Left hand comes up and over. All right. We're going to bring that book into the left hand, kind of have to help it a little bit, and then bring it to the left. And that should be a pretty strong twist. But then lift the legs up, follow up, come over, bring that right arm up and over. And then both hands help you come up when you get to the center, see if you can move it just to your right arm. And you're in that nice twist. And then legs come up and over to the right. And then left arm follows. And again, both arms help you up. Then left arm takes the book. And we're in that big twist. And then legs come up and over to the left. And then right arm follows. And then both arms up. Look to the right, last round. Legs up and over to the right. Left arm up and over, hands back to center, open to the left, and then lastly, legs up and over and to the left. And then we'll just come back to center. We're going to bring that book over our head and then shift it over into just your left hand. Take your right hand onto your rib cage. Make sure that your ribs aren't popped up, they're pulled down, and be especially aware of that left side. Drop that left arm as close to the ground as you can without touching. Feel your triceps work and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lift that back up again. Inhale, stretch and reach. And exhale to lift. You have to flex your wrist as you come up so you don't drop the book. Good. Keep that going. Now we're going to change it up. Your leg or arm goes up and over. I want you to bend the elbow and straighten it, straighten it, straighten it, straighten it, straighten it. Tricep 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now bring it up and overhead. Bring it overhead, bend, straighten, and come up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. One more time. Up and over, bend, straighten, and up. And then grab that book with your other hand. Take that left arm and just let it kind of flex on the ground, the foot or the hand, bring it overhead and then over to the other side. And then just let it rest, open it up. And then we'll bring that book into the right hand. Left hand is on the rib cage, right arm is close to the ground as you can get it. Feel that challenge in the tricep and all the way down. And then we lift it up and over. So you inhale to reach. Exhale to bring it up. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, bring it up. So we reach, chin tucks, back of the neck is long. And then we go up and overhead. We're going to bend and straighten, 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 work those triceps. And then put that together. We come up and above us, overhead, bend, straighten, tricep, up, over, overhead, bend, straighten, above, up and over, bend, straighten, right above you. Two more. Last time. And relax. That hand can go overhead, just push it back. Go center, other side, just let it drop. Reach those arms out. And then grab that book again. We're going to extend both legs up in the air. We're going to reach that book behind the right calf. And we're going to flex through the heel. So we're going to do the stretchy version of scissors. We're going to lift ourselves up to that right leg and bend the elbows. And then reach through that left leg to find your balance. Get a nice stretch on that right side. Inhale, switch it up. Flex through the left heel, bring it closer. Feel that hamstring stretch. Inhale, switch it up. Right leg flexes, bring it in. Inhale, switch, exhale, flex to the left and bring it in. And just keep that going for me, please. And last one, both knees hug in with that book behind them. Give me a little rock and then put your left foot on the ground. Bring that book behind the right thigh and hug it over to the right shoulder. Get a good stretch there. Press down on the book so you feel a deep stretch in your hip flexor and your hamstring. While you're there, go ahead and get some rotations through your foot, point and flex. And then let's go ahead and flip that book so it's pushing your hamstring down and your calf up. And again, movement through that ankle. And then finally, we'll stretch that leg up again. We're going to point it. We're going to flex through the left leg, straighten it. And then we're going to bend ourselves up to that right leg, flex the heel, and then see if you can come down with that leg. Bring that book to the outside of the right leg, bend the right knee, just a tabletop. And slide across just halfway. Feel that big stretch across that hip. You can let it twist all the way if you want. And then come back through center, put that right foot on the ground, let it pivot open. Bring your book and place it on the inside of that right thigh. Bring those legs up and bring the book into your right hand, open up into a T. Come on up into your passive figure four or active figure four, flex and point, and then crisscross and legs drop to the left, please. Big stretch, big twist. Straighten out your left leg, bring your right leg back through center. Hopefully that right one feels a little better, a little flatter. And then that book comes behind your left leg, bend the right knee, bring that book into your left side, really give it a squeeze and then get some mobility through that right ankle. And then of course we'll flip that book, pushing down and pressing up, and again, point and flex, maybe rotate. Good, and we'll straighten that leg, bring it back through center, right leg straightens at the same time. Lift yourself up, point the toe, and then flex the heel and bring it back with you. Bring the book on the outside of the leg and then bend that knee gently. Feel that big stretch in the hip and then option to twist over. Move the book as you come back through center, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh, and then the book goes on that left thigh for a moment. Deepening the stretch till you bring it up. Right leg up in the air, book underneath your left hand. Little movement in that right leg and then crisscross and then legs to the right, please. And uncross everything while you're over there. You're going to make your way to your hands and knees, however you please. All right, so let's undulate our cat turkey. So we come forward in that turkey and round back in that. Turkey and cat. Beautiful. Then we're going to stack everything up. We're going to tuck those toes. We're going to press those hips up in the air and we'll pedal out. And then wide stance. Nod yes and shake no. Hands on your thighs. Go through one more cat. One more turkey. Big deep breath in. And happy Saturday.